Child's toy is in the shape of a hemisphere with a cone on top as shown in the diagram. So we've got a hemisphere at the bottom here and we've got a cone that has been stuck on top of it. The toy is 10 centimeters wide and it is 16 centimeters high. We're asked to calculate the volume of the toy, giving our answer correct 2 sig figs. So we've got two shapes. This is a compound shape. We've got a hemisphere, which is at the bottom here. And we've also got the cone, which has been stuck on top of it. So it's been attached at the top. So you can see that the cone and the hemisphere share this diameter right here, which is 10 centimeters. This is the width of the toy, which is the diameter of both the cone and the sphere. So we need to calculate the volume of the sphere and the volume of the cone separately, then add them together. So let's remind ourselves of the volume of the sphere. Let's do the sphere first. So I'll do it to the side. So the volume of a sphere, that is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed, but it's actually a hemisphere that we're doing, so we're going to divide our final answer by 2. What is the radius? Well, the diameter is 10 centimeters here, and the radius is half of that. So the radius is half of that, so the radius is going to be 5 centimeters. So we're going to put r equals 5 into this formula here. So we've got 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed divided by 2. So that's 5 cubed divided by 2. Okay, so on my calculator, I'm going to use the fraction button. I'm going to do 4/3 times pi times 5 cubed. And then I'm going to divide that final answer by 2. I'm going to, because we want to do our final answer to 2 sig figs, I'm just going to put all of that into my calculator. So the answer for the sphere there is 261.799387 . So I'm just going to do that to like 6 decimal places. And that's going to be centimeters cubed. Now I'm going to do the volume of the cone. So the volume of a cone, which I'll do down below here. So the volume of a cone, the formula for that is 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So it's 1/3 of the area of the circle face times the height. So we know the radius, it's the same as the sphere, so we know the radius here. But do we know the height of the cone? Now, a little thing to be aware of here is that the height given, this 16 centimeters here, that's for the cone and this hemisphere combined. So the height of the hemisphere is its radius. So the height there, so this height here, is just its radius. So what do we have to do to get the height of the cone? Well, the height of the cone is from that bit to that bit. That's the height of the cone. And from this bit to this bit would be its radius. So if we subtract the radius from the overall height, so if we take the radius away from this, we're going to be left with the height. So we have to first of all find the height. So the height is equal to the total height, 16 centimeters, and we're going to subtract the radius from it, which is 5. So the height of the cone is going to be 11 centimeters. And now we can use that in the formula for our cone. So the volume of a cone, that is equal to 1/3 times pi times the radius squared. So the radius is still 5. And then we're going to times that by the height, which is 11. So 1/3 times pi times the radius squared, so 5 squared, times 11. And it's going to be 287.9793 centimeters cubed. Okay, and so the total volume of the toy, so the total volume, which I'll just do in this box here, so the volume of the toy is going to be these two added up. So we've got this 261.799387 plus 287.9793, and in our calculator 261.799387 plus 287.9793. Oops. So that is going to be 549.778 because we're going to round this to 2 sig figs now. So 2 significant figures, we're starting with our first non-zero number, which is 5, count from there. So 5 and 4, they're going to be our first 2 sig figs we're rounding. And so this 9 is going to round this 4 up to 5. And the final answer is going to be 550 cubic centimeters.